Hello again. Thanks for your watching. Today we are moving to our new phase, phase D, which in TOGAF concept is the technology architecture layer. So there's numbers of the views we will touch base on here. So in the GitHub, I already have this structure in the README. So phase D, we have 5 the views we will develop together or modeling together. So first view will be the generic infrastructure view, and then we have one data aggregation view from the physical device. We only have the baseline view, and then for the breaking down on this physical device linking to the technology service. We have the target view as a reference. And then the last view in this phase is the gap analysis, similar like the application gap analysis. And this we can try to see how this combination will coming from this 29 and 30. So we will try to leverage from that. So let's start to do this 29. The infrastructure view baseline for today. So when we read this, the case study, you can see that is analyzed by the different office and have the LAN connect to the server and the PCs, and also we have the WAN components. So those are the things we will try to model on the new the layer in this ArchiMate language. The backend, these three, the orange or brown box is on the location, and we connect them with the WAN network and also the LAN. So, and then within the each office, we have the location or the grouping of the different the office or the applications. And within the application, we have the artifacts or the application server, we have the artifacts to do that. So several new notations we didn't use before. So let's try to build from the scratch view. So create a duplicate from our default view. Let's make the rename infrastructure view baseline. Yeah. Next one is we will have our the to be our target. So let's first check is the location is actually in the others. Do we have the location? So when we see here, looks like is we never create those part. So let's do this creating. So one is the home and away headquarters. Track here, and then second is profit headquarters. Track to here, and then we have the third company's headquarters. Legal yours headquarters. So we put them in the different the areas. You can later on enlarge that, and then we finish on this other part, and we go to the technology parts. So we should have the network components to represent the LAN or WAN. So here is the communication network. So let's create a folder with the network, and we starting from this one. So ArchiSurance 1, and also here to profit that, and then the third one is the home and away LAN. So actually, I don't think it will make sense to connect one device or one network directly to your server. So let's add another line to the legal yours headquarter because that's will give more the like is those realities legally yours line. Then we drag to those, and we have the one in the middle, and these are just the association, so we don't need to have two the complex things. And you see here is show your relationship list too much because I opened that new, so let's hide them to save time. And then we have all the LAN part. So we can make this smaller and starting to have this big enough, and this putting here also big enough, because later on it will host our servers. And then this one is also make that bigger. Then first is we will put this our LAN inside your office. So you can consider is we can put that this composition because LAN is actually inside of your the locations. And legal. So put this here. Now we need the server. So let's put the ops. First is the group. So do we have the group? Yes, we have this one, front office. And the front office is put into the home and away. And then we have the home, but we don't have another one, the second office. So let's putting this here. As long as we can reuse, let's try to reuse. So we have another grouping is home, owners, and the travel back office. So let me put this inside composition. Make this here. So, and later on, we will put our server inside. So this will have two servers. This will have one server. So let's make enough the space. And then the auto back office, we don't have this auto back office. So I suppose that front office is we can reuse. But if later on you find this not suitable, then you can create another the group to represent that. And we have the shared service center. I also suppose is that good enough is we can reuse. So keep making that in the good shape. Okay, and legal expense, we don't have that. Let's create one thing. So legal expense back office. So this one, let's put here, waiting for the server. Yeah, you don't see we have the relation link to those office, the group, because we need to link to the server. So now we have done these others finally. Let's go to back the server. So it's the device. We have make is front office web. So we don't have that. Let's create a device, front office web hosting server. So let's put this here, and front office general purpose server. We already have that. And the ArchiSurance general purpose server cluster is here. So let's drag it to here. Later on, we will put inside legal. So we don't have that. So let's create another device. Legal expense general purpose server. It's because these are creating the baseline. So some servers are later on will be decommissioned. So we don't have this document management server yet. So put here and auto general purpose server. So let's put that directly inside. So we can also choose this. Let's keep using the composition. The composition looks is the easier relation. Put this inside composition. So you have to choose this relationship one by one. And the front office. I have a hosting server. Make this enough space to host artifacts later on. So I don't think this will have enough space. Let's make that even larger, because we have 3 application or seed artifacts inside. So here is 2 artifacts. So I think it's enough. Let's make this bigger. Last server is here. So before we go to the artifacts, the layer, now we can connect this through the LAN. We connect the used association to link to the server. So then we make the server connect to network. So that is our purpose. Then we are now moved to the artifacts. Artifacts is here is used to represent the server, the server's application. So in the technology layer. So let's see. So what we already have. No, I think it's a CRM system implementation. So we have one of these already. So let's use that. You can see here is we have the assignment and the real time. We don't have this real time yet. So let's starting to create artifacts from this web portal implementation. So when I do this, I directly move them in. So use the assignment. So it's not the access. So let's keep using the same relation. So code center implementation. You can copy this one because you will have multiple the things you need this. So use assignment, and I can move this inside because it's nested. And then let's continue create all artifacts. So legal expense CRM system. I think it's this is missing something in another line. So like is this should be all are the implementation. Let's make this visible. So looks like it's not enough space we have for this one. So you can see here. So and then we move to those the homeowner and the travels. So keep adding the artifacts. Home and away financial application implementation. So that is one, and create another one. It's home and away policy administration. administration, implementation. Yeah, I should paste down that, but it's fine. So let's select both and put that inside using insurance. Change this to assignment. And we have 3 more. So let's click this, then it will redirect point to here. So that is the convenient way, but there's also a switch. So you can see here, link to view. I share this in another the tip. So if you uncheck this, then when you click that, it will not switch to the model tree. But if you switch on this, you can let Archi2 to help you back to this the location. So let's add home insurance implementation and add new, just 2 more. DMS. Legal expense back office implementation. So now we have all of them. So if you see this in the italic, that means you are not yet use them for now. So I should have not this one, this is 3 not used. So I can drag them, and when you see you put that into one, the view is not italic anymore because you are using that. You can see that from the analysis. So assignment, DMS is here. Assignment, auto insurance is here. Assignment. Yes. Then I think we have done this picture for the baseline. So you don't need to make that too much the layout or format unless you want this, for example, for the line connect to 1. So if you want to make that heavy, so then that's will have some emphasis, and otherwise is you can keep that as is. Don't be worried about the different color coding. This color code is the new the ArchiMate 3.2 has some different color coding, so make that